What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are here today for episode 20 of our Formula 1 22 driver career mode. It's pretty crazy. We're on episode 20 already. I mean, relatively speaking, other YouTubers, they're miles ahead of me. However, we are doing two series, so technically it's like our 40th-ish episode of the Formula 1 22 season. But we are here in Baku, and if you guys did not catch the last video, be sure to go check that out. Hit the link up top. We were in Spain, started P7. Qualifying was not the greatest, but we worked our way up into P4, just shy of a podium. Sergio Perez taking that third and final spot on the podium from us. We're currently in P5, I believe, in the driver's standings. We're behind Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, and Sergio Perez, who I believe is in P4. He's not having the season that he wanted to, coming off of a world championship. Max Verstappen trying to show him that he is the better driver. However, we are here in Baku trying to, again, build off the momentum from Spain, and we got a lot of work to do if we want to, I guess, achieve the goal of becoming a world champion. Down in P5, we are almost halfway through the season already. It's only a 10 race season. We're in race number 4 at the moment out of 10, so approaching the halfway point here, and it hasn't gone as planned thus far. Hopefully we can change that here in Baku. Historically speaking, I've been pretty decent at this track. We put up the fastest lap. Everyone goes out for the flying laps. Down in P6, Charles Leclerc not having qualifying he wanted. He is down in P12, but on to the second hot lap, the ex-Ferrari driver Carlos Sainz showing his worth in the Alpine. Maybe Ferrari made a mistake, maybe they didn't. Only time will tell. We're about 2/10 up down the second straight here. Baku, honestly, the more I race it, it gets a little boring, kind of just a 90-degree turn track for the most part, and then the high-speed straights are pretty much longer than any other track, or at least they feel longer than any other track I can think of. We got the two Red Bulls currently leading the pack in this qualifying, which well deserved. They are also number 1 in the R&D charts, which I'll put up right now, because Ferrari is number 2 and not too far behind. But it seems like we are both, Charles Leclerc and I, struggling to find some pace in this Ferrari car. 3/10 up into sector 3. Charles Leclerc moves up into P8. We're sandwiching the Alpine in Esteban Ocon, and then I'm being sandwiched by the Alpines as well. But yeah, we're number 2 in the R&D charts, and it just doesn't feel like it. I don't know if it's me, it probably is, but if Charles Leclerc is also struggling, it looks like maybe there is a deeper issue to it. So we're definitely going to have to bring more upgrades as the weekends go by. And across the line here, it is going to be a P6. Coming off of P7 in Spain, I guess not too bad. We did manage to move up a few spots in Spain. Let's get into this race, guys, and let's see what we could do here in Baku. Alright, it is time for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. It is race number 4 of our career mode, which means we're almost halfway through the season, which is kind of crazy. And me and Leclerc still got work to do. We're in P6 behind Carlos Sainz, the ex-Ferrari driver, and we have actually out-qualified Charles Leclerc by quite a bit. He is down in P12, so not the greatest qualifying for Charles Leclerc. He's going to be looking to make some positions back in this race here. It's a 1-2 lockout for Red Bull in this one. Verstappen taking pole position by just about 1/10 of a second, I believe. Gotta get these tires up to temperature here. We're gonna see what we could do. If we can get onto a podium, we're still searching for a podium in this season. That would be fantastic. Azerbaijan would be the place to do that. You never know what's gonna happen with this starting grid. We're trying to get a podium again. If we can achieve the same goal that we did in Spain, just not lose any positions at the very least, try to gain some, then that would be amazing. As we approach the grid here, as usual, we're gonna flare up these tires. Try and get a good start. We're gonna go straight on into the inside here. Let's get into this race. Let's see what we could do here in Baku. Here we go for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. We got 5 red lights and this race is underway here. Ooh, Hamilton almost gets us going into turn 1. We don't allow it, we block him off. Still in P6. See if we can make up some ground here. Verstappen looks like he lost a spot to Sergio Perez. Going to use that battery. Try and avoid getting caught in the slipstream behind us. And Hamilton, who's also our rival, is in P7.
Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
Lewis Hamilton, he is still behind us. Lando put up the fastest lap. Is Hamilton going to try and make a move here? We're going to have to leave him space down the inside. Nice, he's still behind us. Oh, he's going for it again. Almost go right into the wall there. I think he kind of compromised himself a little bit as we seem to get a little bit of an edge. Schwartzman going for the move on Hamilton. That'll keep him busy for a bit. We'll say we're on lap 3 now. DRS is going to be activated this lap. Schwartzman also going for the move. I'm going to try and cover him off here. Keep him to the outside.
Give us the best in lap you can.
Oh man, massive contact. I don't know if that was me. I don't know if that was Schwartzman or Hamilton. But we come out of it fine. Still trying to fend off these guys. Everyone else has gotten way up ahead. We just can't keep up. Oh, yes, okay. They fall behind a little bit, battling each other. So we're going to box in this lap. Looks like everyone else is staying out. So I don't know if this is going to help us or if this is going to hurt us. But we will find out here in just a second as we get this pit stop going here. Optimal pit stop. Come on, let's get a good pit stop. Nice, 2.3 seconds. I will take that. We are coming out of the pits now in the very back of the pit. Gosh, I hate the outlap here. Charles Leclerc's in the pits. Okay, we should beat them out. We should be fine. Hopefully we're fine. Otherwise, that's not going to be very good. There are a bunch of drivers in the pits right now as we drive past it. You're on lap 6. So P12 at the moment. There's still a lot of drivers who haven't pit yet. About 6 it looks like. None of the leaders went in, except maybe 1 or 2. Hamilton is behind us once again, and we're 2.2 ahead of him now. So pretty good outlap, honestly, because he was about 1 second, I think, in front of us when we dove into the pits. Or sorry, 1 second behind us when we dove into the pits. Other drivers are in the pits now. Let's see how this turns out. See, I see a Mercedes, I see a McLaren. That's probably Schwartzman, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Schwartzman. Yeah, that is Schwartzman. Okay, let's see what position we're in now. Down in P7. Okay, that's not good. Who did we lose a spot to? Russell's 4 seconds ahead. Maybe there's a driver on a hard tires, or they started on the mediums. I think everyone in front of me started on the softs, though. So I'm not sure who we lost that spot to. There's another driver in the pits, it looks like. He's coming out right now. Might be Alonso, or nope, that's Ocon. Ocon coming out on the hard tires. That is the position that we were missing out on. And hopefully we're back in P6. Yeah, we're back in P6. Charles Leclerc puts up the fastest lap. Okay. So Ferrari setting the pace here. But I think he's down in P9, Charles Leclerc. He's right behind Esteban Ocon. I see him on the mini-map there. Alright, so we are headed onto the last lap of the race. And pretty dead. I mean, we did get a great lead over Lewis Hamilton and the people behind us. I think Leclerc was able to make a few spots up from P12. And we're still in P6. Russell is about 5 seconds ahead now. I've kind of had to let off a little bit because I dropped the fuel load just a tad too much. So we will fix that for the next race. But yeah, as you can see, it's just above 0. So I've been lifting and coasting just a little bit more than I should. We did get up to 3 seconds behind George Russell. But obviously, even with more fuel, I don't think I would have caught them. He's been fighting with Lando, it looks like, and that's why I've been gaining so much time. As you can already see, like 0.5 of a second through the castle section. But this season's currently not going as planned for Ferrari here, as we are in the red now for fuel, so I kind of gotta stop pushing here. Hamilton gets 2 seconds on this lap alone. Oh god. Okay, hopefully we can make it to the line here. We just made it the fuel limit. We should be hitting low fuel mode any second, but it's gonna be a P6 for myself. Charles Leclerc down in P9. Oof, my ass is hurting right now. Driver of the day, I don't know how I got driver of the day. We didn't move any spots whatsoever. I'm not even gonna say I deserved that, but maybe the race was just that boring, as it looks like Verstappen takes the win alongside Sergio Perez once again, and then an Alpine in Carlos Sainz taking P3. He started in P5, moved up 2 spots, so showing Ferrari that they might have made a mistake. I mean, after this race, it might just look like a Ferrari car mishap, which I don't understand, because I think we're currently number 2 in the development charts for the car. We got a P6 and a P10. Charles Leclerc just squeezes into the points, and I think his pace was a lot better. You can see his fastest lap was 0.7 better than mine, and then Sergio Perez, his lap was almost a second quicker. We are just reaching the halfway point now. It's not looking too good for us at the moment. We are still 40 points ahead of McLaren. And I'm only 10 points behind Charles Leclerc, so it is possible that I can catch up to him if his pace drops down as it did in this race. With 5 races left, it's still a possibility. I mean, mathematically speaking, the possibility of a championship is still there, but it's not looking too bright right now. Looking at the R&D charts though, it seems like most teams have brought upgrades into Baku. McLaren looks like they went on a little bit of a decline, so they are on par with Mercedes, but Lando is making the best of that car, and we definitely got some work to do, because even though we're in P2, it doesn't feel like the pace is there. So we are going to get a side pod profile upgrade. This will help a lot with the aerodynamics. After the fuel mishap, I guess we're gonna get a fuel flow regulator that'll help with the fuel management. We also got to switch out the turbocharger and the ICE due to wear. I'm trying to look in the settings to see if I can make them degrade quicker, just so we actually go through all of the components. Puts a little more management into this career mode, and then we're gonna end off our upgrades going into Austria with some wheel rim covers, just another aerodynamics upgrade that will help down the straights, reduce drag going into Austria. But that is gonna be it for this one, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, drop a thumbs up. If you guys really liked it, feel free to subscribe to the channel. But we got Austria up next, and that is going to mark the halfway point of the season. Currently in P5 in the Drivers' Championship, so we still have a lot of work to do with 6 races left on the calendar. I mean, including this one, it's 6. But we'll see. We can still make our way up the standings. We can still get the Drivers' Championship. We can still get the Constructors, but it's looking kind of grim right now. But hopefully with this next race, we can get it done. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day.